6 floods that devastated India. Floods are a common occurrence in India, especially during the southwest monsoon season from June to September, and the northeast monsoon season from October to November. In past years, the country has witnessed many catastrophic floods which led to irreparable damage to life, property, livelihoods and infrastructure. Let's take a look at 6 of the worst floods to ever occur in India in the recent past. 1. Kerala, August 2018. Last year, the state of Kerala, famous for its beautiful monsoon scenery, faced the worst flooding episode it had seen in a century, after a spell of particularly heavy rains. According to IMD data, the state received 2,346.6 millimeters of rainfall from June 1, 2018 to August 19, 2018 in contrast to the expected 1,649.5 millimeters. This heavy rainfall, combined with alleged delays on the authorities' part in opening dam floodgates, swamped several districts of Kerala and triggered landslides in Wayanad and Idukki. Experts later labelled it an avoidable, man-made disaster brought about by indiscriminate deforestation, quarrying and sand mining. With more than 400 reported deaths, lakhs displaced from their homes and estimated economic losses of 30,000 crore rupees, the floods left an incredible amount of damage in their wake. It's been under a year since the floods, and rehabilitation work is still underway. 2. Chennai, November 2015. The 2015 floods in Chennai ended up being one of the world's most expensive natural disasters in that year, causing India over 50,000 crore rupees in losses. On November 29, a low-pressure area intensified into a depression, leading to huge amounts of rain in the coastal region of Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh. Chennai recorded 266 millimeters in the first 24 hours, and 490 millimeters the next day, which eventually led to massive flooding. By the afternoon of December 1, 60% of the city's power supply was disconnected, leaving many hospitals non-functional and 40% of the city's districts had submerged. While the rescue and relief efforts started within a day of flooding and a lot of locals took initiative to help others, the damage was already done. More than 500 people died, over 50,000 homes were structurally damaged, and over 1.8 million people were displaced. 3. Jammu and Kashmir, September 2014. In 2014, massive floods hit Jammu and Kashmir and some areas of Pakistan. The situation was so bad back in 2014 that there were reports of bodies floating around the streets of Srinagar. The disaster, which was caused by heavy rains, lasted for 8 days. Jammu and Kashmir usually receives around 100 millimeters of rain in September, but in the first 4 days of the month in 2014, the state had already received 400 millimeters of rain, which led to the floods. From farms and roads to communication infrastructure, and homes to hospitals, there was little the floods did not damage. The economic value of the damage was estimated to be between 5,000 crore rupees and 6,000 crore rupees. 4. Uttarakhand, June 2013. One of the worst floods in India's recent history occurred in Uttarakhand in June 2013. Heavy rain due to a cloudburst led to sudden flash floods and landslides in the northern part of Uttarakhand. June is a rather busy tourist season for the state, as millions of Hindu pilgrims come here to pay their respects at the ancient temples. Since the rains occurred a whole month before the monsoon season, they caught everyone by surprise. The affected regions in Uttarakhand included Hemkund, Kedarnath, Badrinath, Valley of Flowers, Roopkund, and Rudraprayag. While the military was able to evacuate more than 100,000 people trapped in landslides, an estimated 4,094 were killed and over 5,700 were missing, and eventually presumed dead. The Uttarakhand floods are considered one of the worst natural calamities in India since the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami. 5. Assam, July 2012. In July 2012, heavy rains caused floods in Assam and it was one of the worst disasters that the state had seen in over a decade. The monsoon rains started earlier and heavier than the previous year. The state got about 528 millimeters rain, which was 28% more than its average annual rainfall. Because of the flooding, there were 43 breaches reported in the Brahmaputra banks and 14 breaches on the banks of its tributaries. Many of the important rail links connecting Assam and the nearby states were also affected. Following heavy rain, the mighty Brahmaputra and many of its tributaries breached their banks, destroying thousands of homes, bridges, roads, and even power lines. Over 124 people, including 70 children, died in the floods and about 2.2 million people were affected. The floods also inundated large parts of the Kaziranga National Park and affected its resident animals severely. It is estimated that over 560 animals died, including 14 rhinos. 6. Mumbai, July 2005. While Mumbai witnesses heavy rains every year, July 2005 will remain etched in the city's collective memory. On July 26, 2005, Mumbai received about 944 mm rain in just 24 hours, a 100-year record. Over 1,000 people lost their lives in the deluge, while approximately 14,000 homes were destroyed. The city that never sleeps was effectively paralyzed. The local trains stopped operations overnight, roads turned into rivers, and the city had to bear a direct loss of 450 crore rupees. The city's proximity to the sea, combined with poor water management by the authorities, reportedly led the situation to worsen as waterlogged roads turned into rivers and power supply was severely affected. However, charitable organizations poured out onto the streets with food, supplies and other assistance, bringing back residents' faith in that much-abused term, the spirit of Mumbai, and helping the situation from spinning further out of control.